right, Anna, we'll have a look at your knees today. There'll be two parts in what we'll do. Initially, I'm going to ask you to do a few things whilst you're standing, just to test the strength of your knees and see if you get any pain with certain movements. And then we'll pop you up onto the examination couch where I'll have a closer look and I'll need to feel your knee as well, if that's okay. It's really important that during this whole procedure, if you tell me if you experience any pain or discomfort or anything that makes you uncomfortable, you need to tell me and we'll stop straight away. So first of all, I just want to have a look at your knees whilst you're standing, just to see what the muscle bulk's like and the symmetry and the positioning of your kneecap. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now if I can ask you to place your feet shoulder width apart, okay, and I'll just support your hands and I'll ask you to do 3 or 4 little half squats for me. So just 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so when we did that, did you experience any pain in your knees at all? Okay. This time I'll hold your hands again and I'll ask you to squat right down onto your bottom. Now you can either leave your heels on the ground or you can lift them up, it's up to you. So squat right down onto your bottom for me and stay there. Now, are you experiencing any pain in your knees? Okay, that's great. And stand up and just relax for me. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll have you up on the couch and have a closer look. All right, Anna, so what we'll do is we'll have a closer look at your knees. I'll look at them and then we'll have a feel and then I'll ask you to do some movements. As always, it's really important that you tell me if you get any pain or discomfort or you're not liking what's happening. You need to tell me and we'll stop straight away. So first of all, I'll just have a close look at both knees from all sides. I notice you have a little scar down here, which you told me before you weren't sure what that was the result of. There's no bruising or obvious swelling or deformities there. Okay, so that looks all pretty good. We'll just have a feel here, so just relax. I'll just feel for warmth, and they both feel quite normal and the same. And I'll just bend your knee up a few times just to feel that feels nice and smooth. So we'll just leave you in that position there, and I'll just have a feel of a few points, and again tell me if it's painful anywhere. Okay, now what I'll ask you to do is if you can push both knees firmly into the bed for me. So push them down into the bed, checking the muscle bulk there, that all looks good, good extension. Now if I can ask you to slide both heels up to your bottom for me, as closest to your bottom as you can. Okay, and slowly down again. Okay, that's great, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm Shane Brun. Today what we'll be doing is what's called a focused shoulder examination. Now what that is we'll be having a close look at your shoulder and a close examination of your shoulder to see if there's any problems for you as far as functional or discomfort. What this focused examination will involve is me actually looking closely at your shoulder. It will also involve me palpating and touching your shoulder and neck, and also I'll be asking you to do certain arm movements, so we put the shoulder through all its range of movement to see if it's functioning as it should. The important thing for you is I need you to participate in this also, and I need you to tell me if at any stage you're experiencing any pain, any discomfort, you're uncertain what you're doing, you feel unsteady, or you just don't understand what I'm asking you to do, you need to stop and just tell me what's going on, if it's pain or discomfort or you need me to repeat something. Is that okay? Do you have any questions? Okay. So the first part is I'll just have a look at your shoulders. So if you can just stand fairly naturally, and I'll just have a look at your shoulder symmetry and balance. Okay, great. What I need to do now is I need to palpate your shoulder and the back of your neck. Is that okay? So we'll start off at the front here, and just let me know if at any stage you feel any pain or discomfort. Can I ask you just to turn that way a little bit? That's great, thank you. And just roll your hand out a little bit. That's great, and turn a little more for me. And just a little bit more around. And I'll just palpate your neck. Just tell me if you get any discomfort or pain at any point. Any concern there? No. Okay, and just turn around and face me again. So anywhere I was palpating, were you experiencing any pain or discomfort? Or okay. What I'll ask you to do now is we'll do some shoulder movements. So if you just follow my instructions, I'll ask you to stand comfortably, feet shoulder width apart, elbows straight, thumbs forward. If I can get you to bring your arms up all the way forward, all the way up high to your ears, and slowly down, and follow through that movement all the way to the back as far as you can, and slowly down. Thumbs out to the side, and all the way up to your ears as high as you can, right up, and follow through that exact same movement all the way down, back to your side. With your elbows nice and tight against your side, all the way out as far as you can, and bring them back in. That's great. What I'll ask you to do now is I'm going to ask you to do those same movements, but I'll need to look at you from the other side. So if I can ask you to turn around for me. Okay, that's great. So elbows straight, thumbs forward, all the way forward up to your ears as high as you can, right up, and come back down in the exact same plane as you went up. And if you can follow through that movement all the way back towards me, and come back down by your side. Thumbs out to your side, bring your arms up all the way to your ears as high as you can, and in that exact same plane that you came up, come back down to your side. That's great. And if you can bend your elbows forward like you did before, lock your elbows by your side, don't move them, and rotate your hands out to the side. Excellent. And come back in. And bring your hands down to the side. With your right hand, if you can run your right thumb up the centre of your back for me, as high as you can, and come back down. And your left thumb up high, the centre of your back, as high as you can, and come back down. Okay, and if you can turn around and face me again. All right, so we've performed a focused examination of your shoulder. I've had a look at the symmetry and balance of your shoulders. I've palpated, and you've told me there's been no discomfort or pain anywhere along there. And you've performed a full set of movements. Now, in any of that stage of the examination, did you experience any pain or discomfort or hesitancy at all for any reason?
No.
Okay, that's great. Do you have any questions, Chloe?
No.
Okay, thank you.